Hey guys, it's Tech Rainer and welcome back to our PC case review. Today we got ourselves a PC case from Okinos, the Crisis 7 PC case. Now this PC case is interesting because it's a wood themed PC case. Plus on top of that too, has four 120mm fans, and honestly I'm kind of interested to see how this actually is because this is my first time ever looking at a wood themed PC case. Now they did send me out this PC case, however they said I can do an honest review here today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And later we will be using this for another PC build for AM5, because originally I wasn't going to accept the PC case from them because I was planning to clean out the studio, because you can see I'm doing some studio renovations. And let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below. Do you guys like the new setup? Be curious to see what you guys say. But they're like, hey, we'll send you the PC case and some money for AM5 build. And I'm over here like, you got yourself a deal. So definitely get subscribed so you don't miss out on that video. But let's get on to the unboxing. Ooh, that was loud. Put this box to the side for the time being. Now, it was funny. They sent me this package and an even bigger package altogether. And it was funny because half the box they sent this in was empty and the other half was full. And let me just kind of show you guys that for a second here. So this is the original box they sent me it to. I'm gonna show you guys this because this thing's massive. Only half of the PC actually made it inside here. So that's the box they sent it in. So half the PC was in it, the other half was empty. So we'll see if there's any damages with the actual PC case. With that, we got access to the Okino PC case. So we got a few things with it. So it looks like you can open up the side by pulling this on the front here. So it just opens like so. That's really nice. I really do like that. So first of all, on the inside of the case, we got our three 120mm fans, which is pretty nice to actually see here. And there is also an exhaust fan on the back too. Of course, this is set to 120. If you do want to take the salute panel, all you have to do is like lift it on up and it comes off, which is pretty nice. Now, the interesting thing is the rear fan here is actually not plugged into a fan hub, so you will need to manually hook up the back fan. Sometimes with the PC case, if you buy it, they'll have just a fan hub connected to everything. That's been a recent thing. I've been knowing this thing with $65 to $80 PC cases. So I'm surprised this one isn't just like connected to something in the back. Now, there aren't any grommets on the side here nor on the bottom, and also additionally on the top. I would have liked to see some grommets in this PC case because there are a few cases I reviewed recently that just had some grommets, so I'm surprised there just isn't any. Now, taking a closer look on the inside of the case, you can of course see the mounts for the actual motherboard. We also have that rear fan and also the other fans up top here. And then we also have this little piece here for Okinos. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. It might be a little place to hide your cables. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I figured it out. So it isn't a place to hide your cables. It's actually in their spot if you want to install some additional fans by the looks of it. So what we can do right here is literally take this on out, and if we take this on out, you can install another like two 120mm fans. Now, the important thing to keep in mind about this PC case, the top does support up to a 360 radiator for the top, and then the front does support a 360 rad as well, which is nice to see. And the side of this PC case can also support another 240 radiator. So there's a lot of radiator support for this PC case, which is pretty nice, I will quickly say. So if you do want to actually take this on out, then install some fans, all you do is unscrew the four back screws here. So what should happen here now, since it's clipped here, you just have to pull it up, pull it on up. It should just come on out. Yep, with that, it just popped out like so. Lifts this on like so. Grab this. So this is the piece that was holding that two 120mm fan spot. So now we can install another 240 radiator right here, another two 120 man. So you can set these to intake. You can set these to actually intake as well. And then you can have another like three up top for exhaust, plus the rear for exhaust. So there's a lot of fan support on this PC case. Now for the back side of the case, there are some things you have to unscrew for the top, and these do come out, so just make sure not to lose these. Seems like the bottom one requires a Phillips screwdriver to unscrew it first, then you can finger screw it. So we'll just loosen this on up so we can actually open the back side of the case, see what's going on with it. We just pull that one out. Oh, that was loud. So I want to go over the metal for the backside panel. Sometimes with PC cases, the metal's really flimsy. This one does wobble a bit, but it feels very sturdy, which is nice. Even with me putting some actual force in it, it isn't like bending. So for the backside here, we can see all of our ports for the front connectors. We can see some cable routing here with some zip ties, which is nice to see. Then we can see the connectors on the bottom here. And we also have a cute little hard drive cage where, of course, you can get access to all the screws that actually come with this PC case, which is pretty nice. I will leave that there for the time being. There's also a 2.5 SSD cage here, so you can take this on off and install hard SSD there. Not a hard drive, I was about to say the two words wrong. but there is also a second one here, but there is no thing for an SSD. Now let's go over the cables we have. So we have one Type-C cable for your actual motherboard. We got a USB 3 cable too. And on top of that, a nice HDMI audio cable. Now this doesn't have one whole front panel connector. It just has the normal front panel connectors from your HD LED, the power LED, to reset switch and power switch. So that's something to keep in mind. Now I did notice something interesting though. Even though the back fan isn't actually being cable managed down here to a actual fan hub, all the other fans are actually daisy chained, which you can see here, just to one 4-pin connector. So you don't really have to do too much for the front fans, which is nice to see. Now the front side of the case is where it gets really nice, because this is where you can actually see that nice wood aesthetic. And I think this looks really good. Like, that looks pretty freaking good. I am going to be getting this new thing for a nice little swivel table for PC cases. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna get for the studio lady here to kind of really show off PC cases for the time being. If I had it right now, I would love to show this off. So there is a thing on the bottom for you to actually grab it here to pull up the front, pull this on out. It's a big piece of metal though, holy. I have to try for that, wow. So you can see it's got a similar design to some of the Corsair cases, how you pull up off their fronts with it. It does actually have a mesh front. It isn't like glass or anything where it's gonna get harder to breathe for airflow. You can see each one of the 120mm fans, which is nice. Now you do have the unscrew them from the inside of the case, because the front side you can't unscrew them from. Then you'll need to unscrew them from the back here. So you can see the screws are right here, all 4 corners. But there is one thing you gotta keep in mind this. So even though you can install these perfectly fine, the bottom fans are gonna be kind of annoying to get the screws out of, because you will need to unscrew the top fans from the 3rd fan down here from the top, and then you'll need to go to the back side of the case to unscrew the bottom screws, which is kind of annoying. Not much you could do about it though with this kind of design. Now for the bottom side of the case, if you do want to go down here, you got access to a few different things. First of all, you have 2 screws here that you can actually unscrew the hard drive cage, which is nice. I'm not going to do that for the time being, but that's how you would undo it. And there is also a mesh bottom for your power supply, so if you want to actually have mesh thing, clean it on off, put it back in, you're good to go. Now for the back side of the PC case, of course, got that 120mm fan here and the screws to unscrew it from the back, which is nice to see. You also will not need to uninstall the actual fan cable too if you do need to move it to install your motherboard, because that's a big thing with most cases nowadays. You have to uninstall the back fan first to install the motherboard. So you don't have to install the motherboard, realize halfway through the process that you have to uninstall the motherboard to uninstall the fan. So that's nice. So you can do that with the back here. You also have some actual backplate area for your actual GPU, PCIe cards, and these aren't the one-time removable backplates. They are one of those things where you can take them out, reinstall them later, which is nice to see, because it's annoying when you buy a PC case for $70+ and they have the one-time removable. I'm glad to see that's not the actual case here, where you cannot uninstall this and reinstall them back in. If you want to actually do it for yourself, you take your Phillips screwdriver for the first time, to untighten this, flip it to the side. So I'm just going to take this out for the time being, because you can take this back piece out. I don't know if there's an official term for it. So this is nice to see. So all you have to do is unscrew it. I like to see it. You set that screw to the side for the time being, or we can just lose it, you know, and then we pull out this bracket here and pull it from the inside of the case. So that's nice. So you can reinstall them too if you want to. So the backside of the case is pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not the coolest backside PC case I've seen, because I had a PC case we reviewed recently where you could actually access the hard drive case and pull them on out from the back. Now for the top side of this PC case, we first of all have a nice mesh here for the top, which we can take that on off for this time being. For the ports, we have a Type-C port, 2 USB 3 ports. These aren't USB 3.2 though, so just something to keep in mind. We have an audio jack, I assume this is out, reset switch here, and then a power switch on the front as well. So the PC case looks honestly really nice. I do think the wood theme design to this PC case is probably the coolest thing about this, and it doesn't feel like it's too intruding. Like, it feels just good enough that you know it's a wood themed case without it being overwhelming. Now if we want to put the panels back on, all we have to do for our side panel, since it's a lift design, all you do is slip it back in with the hooks here on the bottom. And we can slip that back on down, put back our front panel, which I love how this opens, and it's magnetic too. And then for the front, all you do is clip it back on and push it into place. Then for the back side here, for our back panel, there are a little bit of a biting area here. So you want to take this part that bites, line it on up, push it on in from the front here, and like it snaps in. So that's it. And all you have to do is take your 2 small screws that come with it and screw back into place. And that is how you close the case. So let's go to my honest thoughts about this PC case. Do I think it's worth the $80? or do I just recommend buying something else instead? So first of all, I do feel like there's some things you have to say about this PC case, being the wood theme design. If you are looking for that kind of taste, then I would recommend this actual PC case, just because a few different factors. One, it looks good and it's very subtle and looks very professional at that, and minimal. The other thing with it is too, it does automatically come with like 4 120mm fans, so that's nice to see. So all you really have to do is like slap in a 360 rad up top. Like I'm gonna do that for the M5 build video. I feel like the 360 radiator from Arctic, the black one, will look so nice on this. So you can literally just do that. And the other thing with it is too, you have some good ports. Now the ports aren't particularly the craziest thing in the world. The nice Type-C port, 2 USB 3 ports. I wish those were, instead of the USB 3, they were 3.2. But unfortunately, just not the case with the actual device. But the nice thing about it is there's no RGB. So if you're not like a huge fan of RGB, you don't have to deal with that rainbow vomit on your actual PC. But I do feel like this is a unique taste for people who are looking to build a PC. Do I feel like this is something I could recommend to PC gamers? I feel like if you are a PC gamer and you are looking to build a PC case that's just pure performance, look aesthetically good, then I could definitely recommend this actual PC case. But if you're someone who wants a little bit more value out of their money, you get like a $60 to $75 case that has up to like 4 to 6 fans. We had one from Monotech, which was the Monotech 903 Max. I think that's like 8 or something fans. I'll double check on that one, but it was pretty crazy for the amount you get. But the metal for it wasn't particularly the best. It was very flimsy build metal. This one, the metal to this is strong, but it's not the strongest thing in the world. It is definitely better than the other cases I've reviewed. That's my honest review of the Okinos Cypress 7 PC case. If you guys enjoyed my honest review here today or found it interesting, make sure to smash the like button and get subscribed to send me some future tech content, because later here we will be doing a AM5 PC build in this PC case, which I'm looking forward to. And thank you again, Okinos, for actually sending this on out. This is a pretty nice case, in all fairness. I'll see you for now on Tech Rant out.